Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Upon some requests, I've decided to do a little video about my rods and reels. Basically my arsenal, what I use when I go out to fish. So I do apologize that I haven't really uploaded much videos. It's kind of hard to fish, in Wisconsin when it's this late in the season. But it's Thanksgiving. Hope you guys are enjoying your meals, the turkeys, and let's get this started. So we're gonna start off with my spinning rods, my spinning combos. I only have 2 at the moment. I'm planning to get maybe 1 more if the girlfriend doesn't kill me. But yeah, we're gonna start with let's see. I think this is my drop shot rod. A lot of you guys that watch my videos know that I use a lot of Shimano products, rods and reels. So here's the first one. This is the Shimano Kumara. This one was discontinued in, I believe, 2013. So it's kind of hard to find these, but they're really lightweight. I love using it. I actually have 2 of these. I have a drop shot one and then a shaky head, but I was being an idiot and I broke the tip off of my shaky head, so I got that one warranted or replaced and got a Zodius instead, which is the next one. But anyways, this is a 7-foot 2, I believe, 7-foot 2 drop shot series. Very lightweight, very sensitive, and I paired it up with the Shimano Stratic. This is the 2500 series right here. Very lightweight, about $200. This rod is actually retails for like $259, which is pretty pricey, but like I said, you can't find this anymore. And these rods, the Kumaras, are the only ones that I ever paid full price for. So I was kind of like, I really want this rod because I love the color red, and this is like this dark maroon red. So, and it looks great with this reel. Anyways, alright, so as I stated, I had the shaky head Shimano Kumara, but sadly I broke it, and you can't really buy that anywhere else nowadays unless someone's selling it. But here we go. Oh, some extra line here. But yeah, this is the 7-foot Shimano Zodius, medium. Oh, I forgot to mention the other one was medium too. If I have to compare this in the Kumara, I miss my Kumara. Let me say that. Personally, I'd rather have my Kumara than the Zodius here. Here, I'll show you guys. If you guys can see the difference here between the handle here. The Kumara that's one reason why the Kumara is so light and very sensitive, because of the handle right here. Here's the butt end, here's the butt end. But I mean, I've used the Zodius a lot. If you guys watch my last couple videos, I threw the Ned rig a lot on this, and it's been doing a really good job so far. They have the carbon fiber tape to wrap around this, the X, high power X they call it. But for the reel, it's the same one as for my drop shot as well. It's the Shimano Stratic 2500 series, and I just love these reels because they're really lightweight. These are the newest model, I believe, of the Stratic, 2016, I believe. This rod, it gets the job done for my finesse applications. Maybe I'll invest in like a medium light or something. Because for the Ned rig, I throw a very lightweight. I believe it's the 1/20 ounce, which is really it's the lightest you can go for the Ned rig. And I just love it because I don't do bottom contact that much with the Ned rig. I just swim it like a little bait fish. So, and I caught a lot of fish like that, especially when you hook into a school bass. It's really fun. Alright, those are my spinning setups. Like I said, I'm hoping to get 1 more if the girlfriend doesn't kill me. But we're going to move on to my bait casters now. Again, it's still Shimano products. Got a lot of rod covers and reels, got to protect these investments you make. But this is my newest combo. It's a 6.6 Shimano X Pride. It's upside down here, but it's medium 6.6, and I paired it up with the Shimano Autobaron. This is the 2015 model. Very lightweight. I bought this to use for next year. I just got it like a couple months ago, so I haven't really used it. This is supposed to be mainly my jerk bait setup. I love going wading too. If you guys see my videos, I love to wade for bass and fish. And this is gonna be a perfect setup because it's so light, and it's shorter, so I can cast around trees and whatnot. I can't say too much about this since I haven't caught any fish on this yet, since I just got it. But it feels really nice, very lightweight. This reel weighs only about 4.5 ounce. Paired up with a super lightweight rod, it's a perfect setup for me. And if you guys want to know how I'm affording these Mirror Tear high-end rods and reels, it's eBay. I do a lot of online shopping. I got this rod for around 150 bucks. These X Prize rod, they retail for a little over 300, and this is like 400, almost 420 bucks retail, but I got for like 300 bucks. So I do a lot of online shopping. Basically, I save a lot of money to buy my rods and reel online, and I only buy them if it's paid through PayPal, so which makes it a little more trustworthy shopping online. So if you guys ever want to invest and go up to like the high ends or mid tier rods and reels, don't be afraid to. It's such a difference maker, I believe. It's mostly also a personal preference. Like this rod right here, this is actually not a Shimano rod. This is the 13 Fishing Archangel. I do love my JDM stuff too, if you guys notice. But this is my jig setup. It's 7'2", medium heavy. It actually took me a while to get this rod because for me personally, I love this concept where it's foam, cork, and then foam again. And the black and the brown color, I think it's really, really sexy. But some guys don't like it. It's all personal preference when it comes to fishing and owning tackle and stuff like that. But I paired this up with the Shimano Metanium MGL. Again, it's another $400 reel, but I got for like $300. Like I said, guys, do a lot of online shopping, research. Take your time. For me, it's winter now, so sales will come. eBay auctions, stuff like that. And all these are brand new. They're not used or anything like that. But going back to rod and reel, this is my killer setup this year for 2017. If you guys see my earlier videos, I do not jig fish at all. I just started like throwing it more this year and smoked them. Like, it's crazy. I believe the jig now, guys. I believe in it. But yeah, I paired it up with 20-pound Seaguar Red Label. It's really, really thick line, but it gets the job done. I flip a lot of docks with this, and I've had a lot of success. I also fish a lot of rock piles, stuff like that. So this line has been really good for me. This year I've learned a lot more about fishing. Last year it was mainly top waters, crankbaits, and that was pretty much it. Xenkos. But this year I tried to expand my game a little bit more. Got drop shots going, got Ned rig, got finesse techniques, got the jig going. So every year I'm learning something new. I'm adding more technique into my arsenal, which makes you a better versatile fisherman. But anyways, I forgot to mention this is my most expensive setup. This rod is crazy pricey. It's like almost 700 bucks, which is, I know, ridiculous. Who would spend that much money on it? But my cousin and I, we talk a lot. His name is Cool. Really, really funny guy. Awesome fisherman too. I learned from him and from a lot of experience that you don't really need these high-end, expensive rods and reel. It's all personal preference, but I do believe that for bottom contact baits, you do want a little bit more sensitive rods. So maybe like the possibly $300 and more rod is more justified. If you want that sensitivity. But rods like crankbaits, we'll get that too right now. Like moving baits, I don't really care too much about sensitivity because my bait's moving, so whatever hooks onto it like a crankbait, hopefully sticks on it. But I'll show you guys my crankbait setup. Again, this is Shimano Poison Adrena. I know it's a $400 rod, but the only reason why I bought this was because it was on sale for Tackle Warehouse for like 200 bucks. So that's the only reason why I bought this. This is the 7'2" medium heavy glass. And it's been a really good rod. Again, that's the Spiral X right there. I've caught a lot of fish on this rod. I throw like tiny little shallow cranks to like deep cranks on this. I kind of do want to get one more glass rod, like a 7-foot or maybe smaller, for like super small shallow cranks. Because when I throw it on this rod, it just doesn't feel too right. Because this is a really big rod for really shallow cranks and finesse cranks. But I've caught muskies on this. I've caught bass, caught pikes, whatever. And I just got this reel this year too. This is the Shimano Casitas, the MGL version, so the upgraded spool, for like around 150 bucks. And it's the frame. It feels kind of cheap, like plastically. Plastically, is that even a word? But it feels like, you know, a lot of plastic, which part is. It is pretty lightweight. It gets the job done. It casts really well too, especially with the MGL spool. But like I said, guys, this is probably my cheapest setup. So, you know, to be honest, I mean, on paper, like a lot of my rods and reels on paper, it's mega expensive. You know, if you take your time, do your research, you know, you can find so many sites and, you know, just rods and reels everywhere that you can buy for like a cheaper price, and brand new too. You know, I bought all these brand new, all my stuff brand new, nothing used. But that's my crankbait setup. We'll move on to this one right here. If you guys ask me which ones are my favorite, I would probably have to say the Shimano X Pride. For 300 bucks, and if you dig around enough, you can get these so cheap, like under 200 bucks, even maybe 150. I got this rod for 180. Again, this is the Shimano X Pride 7'2" frog model. It's a heavy, again, it's high power X with the carbon fiber tape around it. You can see that X shape. Pair this up with the Shimano Chronarch MGL. This thing is a beast, I gotta say, for like heavy cover applications. I actually lost mine when I flipped my kayak. I lost this reel. I bought a new one, or it was used. I lied, guys. I do have one used product I bought, which is this reel right here. But it was really well taken care of, and the guy sold it to me for like 200 bucks. And if you guys know, this thing retails for almost 280, 279, I believe. But you can get this reel for relatively cheap, around 200 bucks if you look around enough online. But it's a nice, it's a really nice reel. It's pretty lightweight too, and you know, for frog applications, I like it light, but at the same time, I have a lot of stability, power, and, you know, durability. So this setup right here, it's definitely one of my favorite for top water fishing, frogs, and, you know, I also use this rod for like flipping into heavy covers, stuff like that. So it's definitely, I have to say, the X Prides are definitely my favorite rods to go to. Again, guys, it's all personal preference. One reason why I love the X Pride so much is because, if you guys notice, foam, cork, and cork. I like the, you know, the foam and cork, the half and half of each. You know, I like it. It's me, you know, personal preference. All right, moving on to my last setup here. This is actually one of my newer setups. I do own 1G Loomis rod, which is this one right here. Actually, this one is the medium, 7'5", with extra fast action. And previously, I had the 7'1" medium heavy, the Jig and Worm rod. But me and my cousin, we did a swap. You know, I was looking for spinnerbait, chatterbaits, you know, kind of rod. And he had this one. He didn't want it. He was looking for more of a jig rod. So we traded. It took me a while. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to trade my other one or not. But after a couple of testing here and there, I actually liked how it casts and how, you know, set the hook and everything for, you know, moving action baits like this. But again, I paired this up with the Shimano Titanium MGL. And if you guys can see here, as I stated earlier, why I have so many rod reels, covers, I transport these in a tube, in a PVC pipe tube. One day I got really lazy. I didn't want to put on my reel cover for this, and I just left it in my tube. I drove around town here and there, and the next time I opened it up, brought this out, and it has some pretty, you know, big scratches here. Doesn't bug me too much because I know that, you know, eventually they're gonna get little dents, little scratches here and there. I'm kind of reckless sometimes. I don't take care of these like it's a newborn baby, you know. But I do respect these to a point where I don't, you know, toss them around, throw them around, stuff like that. But yeah, this is my spinnerbait, chatterbait setup. Throw a little, you know, plastic swim bait, paddle tail, stuff like that. But nothing too special. Just got this setup, so I haven't really tossed that much. Caught like pike on it. Nothing too big. But yeah, these are my my setup. Hope you guys enjoy this. And you know, it's not very informative, stuff like that. But I do use a lot of Shimano products. I like their XenkoFishing. I actually started off with an ugly stick. You know, everyone started off with an ugly stick, or most of us. I started off with a spinning 6.6 medium ugly stick, and that was like 3-4 years ago. But then eventually started upgrading. My first baitcaster was the Abu Garcia, I believe. One of those, I'm not too sure, Revo or something like that. But eventually, my friends, they use a lot of lures, a couple Shimano, a couple Daiwas, and then my second reel was a Daiwa. And one of my buddies kept telling me to, hey man, go buy Shimano, go try them out, you know. And he just kept bugging me about it. So all my friends in Milwaukee, you guys know who you are. They use a lot of lures, and they were telling me to go for lures. But for me personally, I want to be a little different, you know. I didn't know anyone who was using a lot of Shimano products, stuff like that, at the time, the beginning. So I wanted to use something that not a lot of people have. And I know Shimano, they make some affordable products, but they also make a lot of high-end products. And a lot of those JDM stuff. I'm really into JDM stuff. Like, you know, if you watch my... I have to show you guys my tackle someday. It's crazy. I got a lot of, like, you know, Japanese crankbaits, you know, jerk baits, top waters, stuff like that. It's really, really interesting sometimes, you could say. But anyways, this is one reason how I ended up with Shimano products, because I just kind of want to get away from the norm, you know. I know a lot of people use Shimano too, but personally, I didn't know anyone that used Shimano. So I started using Shimano products. I sold my Abu. I still have my Daiwa. It's the Tackle Warehouse Special, I believe. It's the tactical one. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I do want to apologize that I didn't go into much details about what kind of line I use, what kind of baits I throw, stuff like that. I think I'll save that for another video sometimes. But these are the rods and reels that I use. Like I said, I'm hoping to get maybe 2 more set up, you know, if the girlfriend doesn't kill me. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to post a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.